Hello, Warrior Family. Today we are going to talk about how to set up our Canvas homepage and how to add buttons to that page. So we as a school have decided that we are going to be consistent in how our pages are set up to help our students as they navigate virtual learning, in the classroom learning, and then if our in the classroom students were to go virtual. We just want the consistency so kids will be able to figure it out easily. All right, so I'm going to take you to a summer course that I set up, and I'm going to show you how I set up my page first with the home page and with the buttons. And then the next video that I do is going to get more into specifics on how to do the navigation bar and how to set up modules. So for this one, we are just going to focus on our home page and what we call buttons. So I'll just show you first. So I created my home page using, I did a Bitmoji classroom. I'm just reading my book and drinking my coffee. You could totally do this. It is actually pretty easy to do, and I'm going to do a video showing you, or you could just find a video on YouTube. To be honest, that's what I did originally, but I'll do a video for us as well. So you're going to create a homepage, some type of welcome for your students. It should have your name on it. It can have some facts about your class. You can get creative with it. Then below that, we are going to be adding what we call buttons, and I will walk you through how to add those buttons in just a moment. But I just wanted to show you what we have done here. So I created buttons for some of our main areas that we're going to be going to. Our Whittle Springs website for parents, this will be crucial because a lot of them, this is where they get their information from regarding school closings, things happening in our school. I also created a button for Aspen, so parents and students alike will be able to easily access that just from our Canvas page. Microsoft Teams, because we know we're going to be using that a lot if we go virtual, which I'm sure at some point we will be. And then I created a button for a textbook. Of course, I went with ELA because that's what I was teaching before, but there will be a button for the core content subject areas. And if you are a related arts or intervention teacher and there is something that you would like a button for to maintain consistency, I can definitely make one for you. Right. So you notice how it's set up, and these buttons are all active. So if I click on this, it is going to take me to the Whittle Springs Middle School site. So the point is just to make it easy for our students. Okay. All right, so now let me just show you how I did all this. So we're going to go back. I'm actually going to have to leave student view and go into my view now. And I'm going to go to my dashboard, and I'm going to go to an unpublished course. So your courses will be unpublished when you first get them because you haven't done anything in them yet. So we're going to go here. All right. And then I need to create my home page. So I'm sure a lot of you saw how to do this in some of our KCS, the Reimagine, or the Connect 101. Just a review, I'm going to walk you through it. Okay. So let's start with, if you just go here and say choose home page, it's not going to let you do it because you don't have a front page yet. Okay. So what we want to do is create that page. So I'm going to go to pages, and no page is created yet, so let's add a page. Okay. I am just going to call this home page 1. You can call it whatever you want to. Okay. And here we have our page. So this is where you would upload an image that you created. So I have different ones. I have my Bitmoji classroom, but I also have one that I created in a program called Canva, and I'm actually going to upload that. You don't have to upload a picture. You could honestly just sit here and type it if you wanted to. Let's just say Mrs. Hipsher's ELA class. You know I'm going to be using ELA for all my demo stuff. So you could do that. You can play around with the fonts. You can make it pretty. You don't have to do any kind of image if you don't want to. Okay. All of this will work just the same. Okay. Since I do have an image, I'm going to go ahead and upload it. So I have one on my desktop that I saved. Like I said, I created this in Canva, and I just saved it as a JPEG. Once I created it, I've used this one for years. All right, so now I've got that image there. So like I said, if you didn't do an image, you can just simply use the fonts here. You can type it. You can add an extra image if you just want to do a header, like Mrs. Hipsher's class, and then I could put a picture of books if I wanted to, whatever you want. Okay, but just something to introduce your class. That's important. Okay, after that, I'm going to go down here, and this is where we're going to get into adding our buttons. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is I need to create a table. So if I go over here to my little ... ellipses, it's not really an ellipsis because it's the wrong way, but we will go over here. So we're going to have 4 buttons total. So I'm just going to go over here and select 4 by 1. Okay? And it's going to immediately drop that right below there. Okay? Now, I want to go into my table properties. So I'm going to go back up here, click my 3 dots, click my table, and go to table properties. So there's a few things I want to do. I don't want a border on my table. So for border width, I'm going to choose 0. And for my alignment, I'm going to choose center because we want it to look nice. Now, I always just go here for advanced, and where it says border style, I just pick none, and I actually don't even know if I need to do that. I've just done it for so long, I figure, because since it already has border width 0, I don't think it's going to do anything, but, just double check. Okay, and do that. So now, I need to add images. So I created the buttons in Google Drawings and saved them to my computer. Now for you guys, I'll show you where you can pull all those images because I did create them already. So I've got them already downloaded. So I'm going to go and I'm going to upload that image because I have already downloaded it. If you've already downloaded it to your course, you would just go to Course Files and do the same thing. Okay. So it is in my downloads. So I'm going to start with, the order I think we should go in is this. So we're going to start with our Little Springs website page. I'm going to go there, and then there's my button. Notice how it's not centered right here, so I want to make it centered. So I'm just going to highlight that, click on it, go up here, and center it. We want to make sure it looks nice. Now, at this point, I want to make sure that I can add my link to it because we want it to be a live link for the students. That's the whole purpose behind this. So what I will do, it's already highlighted again, is I need to create an external link. So I'm going to go here, copy my link, do an external link. So again, I clicked right here, make sure that that's highlighted. External links. And I'm going to paste it. As you can see, a bunch of them popped up because I've been playing around with this for a week. And done. So it is now a live link. Now that I'm doing that, I realize this never got centered, so we're going to make sure that's centered. There we go. All right. So, and then we're just going to continue to do this for all of our buttons. So, Little Springs website should be first. Then I'm going to follow that up, and I'm going to do Aspen. Exactly the same way. Click on it. Oops, sorry guys. We're going to center it. And then I need that live link. Let's go here. Oops, I need to log off first. There we go. Copy. Click there. External link. Paste it. And we're good to go. Right. Next, I'm going to do Microsoft Teams. And this one was tricky when I tried to get it for the link because it takes you to the sign-in page and it keeps trying to automatically sign me in, and so I don't want to be signed in, so we're going to do it from here. So I don't want them going to my Microsoft Teams. And then the last one would be your subject-specific textbook. And like I said, if you are related arts or intervention and you think of something else that would be really beneficial for your kids to have right there, if there is an online component to yours, I would be happy to make one of these for you so that it is consistent and they all look the same. You just let me know. And then for this, you're just going to want to make sure that you go to the correct login for your online textbook. And since all of these are really different because some of us have Pearson, some of us have McGraw-Hill. Some of us have, if you're ELA, we now have Amplify. So they're all going to be different. Oops, it's actually Amplify ELA. And you just want to make sure, like I said, that you go to where the login would be to make it easy. Now this one was tricky. I actually had to pull a login from, that is not what we want to do. I had to pull a login from, I think, a different one for this one. There we go. Okay, sorry. Like I said, but I just wanted to make sure that I had the correct one because I don't want my kids to have to click a lot of times to get there. I wanted to make it as easy as possible and take them to the actual login page. Okay, so now once that is done, I have my buttons created. I have this, everything is centered. It looks nice. Okay, I'm just going to go down here and I'm going to do save and publish. Okay. So now I have created my home page. Okay, the next step will be I need to go here and I need to use a front page. So once I click that, now I'll be able to go back home. Okay, and now I can choose home page. Pages front page, save, and there it is. And now I can choose to publish my module. Not module, my course. It's been a long day, guys. All right. So if you have any further questions, you do have your grade level tech team member that you can ask. Of course, I'm available as well. Feel free to come by and see me. Feel free to text me. I will be coming around making sure everyone has been able to get done what they need to get done. Like I said, I created this in what's called Canva. If you haven't seen Canva before, it is actually not anything to do with Canvas. It is very confusing. But you can go in here and there we go. Oh, I don't want to sign up. I guess I need to sign in. There we go. Forgot I already had an account. Again with Google, it's not letting me. Other than my Google account. Well, we'll have to figure that out. There we go. Sorry guys. And you can use this to create it. Anyway, if you want to go just play around with it, feel free to. You can do all kinds of neat things. If you need help with that, also just let me know. Okay, so that concludes this 101 session for setting up our homepage and buttons. Oh, actually, I'm wrong. It does not conclude it. If you want your buttons, if you go to our Little Springs Middle staff page, under modules, here are all of the buttons that have been created. So what you can do here is you can just click on these. You can take it and save it to your computer so you can then upload them. Okay. All right, so they're all here. Like I said, if you have another one that you would like to maintain consistency, do that. But we want them to all be the same because we do want it just to be easy for our students, as easy as possible. Some of these kids will be learning and they'll probably never even sit foot in our building. So it needs to be consistent across the board for them to receive help. Okay. All right, well, thank you guys. Our next one is going to be all about setting up modules and how to do our navigation course on the side. Again, we are going to be consistent with that. So please hold off on go ahead and loading things into modules just yet because I don't want you to have to redo anything. So we'll be covering that soon. Right now, just focus on getting that homepage and buttons ready, and then we'll dive into the rest soon. All right. Thanks, guys, and I will talk to you soon.